An interesting film I viewed was a Chinese work titled All Tomorrow's Parties. All Tomorrow's Parties, released in 2003. Directed by one Nelson Lik-wai. All Tomorrow's Parties was a very interesting film which I'm surprised is not more discussed or just seen in the wider film discourse. While it's not a major paradigm-shifting masterpiece, one of the better science fiction films of the 2000s it might be. Well realised, quite well written, for director Nelson Lik-wai also wrote the script, and proving to be memorable so far, All Tomorrow's Parties is a pretty easy recommendation for anyone who is now interested in viewing it. The film screened at the Melbourne International Film Festival in 2005, and the description reads, Lik-wai, the celebrated cinematographer of Jia Zhangke, MIFF05 filmmaker in Focus, reveals his dystopian vision in the futuristic All Tomorrow's Parties, which screened in Uncertain Regard at Cannes 2003. Set in the mid-21st century, China and the Korean Peninsula are under the totalitarian rule of the Gui Dao dynasty. Two brothers, Zuai and Mian, are labeled dissidents and sent for re-education at Camp Prosperity. Following a military coup, they taste an uncertain freedom as they flee the camp and seek refuge in the wreckage of a post-industrial landscape. Zhuai finds companionship in a young Korean mother, Zhulan, with whom he settles in a dank, abandoned apartment, and Mian seeks the love of Lan Lan, a Chinese woman in ill health. The brothers dream of port perspective, but theirs is a grim world in which there is little space for hope or dreams. Yu creates an extraordinarily impressive visual milieu, which will linger long after you leave the cinema. You may also find that China's not-so-distant past resonates in this bleak vision of the future. Nelson Lik-wai is best known for shooting many films for the very great director Jia Zhangke, as well as working with An Hui and the great genius Ye Lu on one film, perhaps not one of his best, but all the same. If Nelson Lik-wai chose to direct another feature film, I think I would be rather interested in seeing it.